Hello everyone, welcome to this reading vlog. I am excited about it. This reading vlog we are going to be rereading Ninth House. Actually, you know what? I should get the book. It is January something. January 14th. There we go. It is January 14th and Saturday, and I just went to, well, it's a little bit later now, but I met up originally with some friends for brunch, and then me and one of my friends went out for drinks after, which I'll put in some little clips. And then now I went to Trader Joe's and now I'm back. But I'm super excited about this vlog because we're going to be reading, like I said, Ninth House. I did read this previously when it first came out, however long ago. It was before residency, so like 2 or 3 years ago. And I feel like it's kind of weird because I feel like this book had so many mixed reviews and not that many people liked it, but everyone is now excited for the second book. Anyways, I really like this book. I'm super excited to reread it and to pick up the sequel, Hellbent, which obviously came out Tuesday. I loved Darlington just like everyone else. I want to remember exactly what happened with Darlington. I remember the ending, but I want to remember all the little details before I read Hellbent. So I'm super excited. I freaking love the cover of Hellbent. Of course it's a bunny. It's amazing. So yes, this book is pretty big. It is almost 500 pages. But yeah, I am so excited to start this. I'm calling this Dark Academia Journals because I plan on reading more Dark Academia books this year. It's going to be like my regular vlogs where I show you everything in my life anyway. But I'm just theming it Ninth House. So okay, hello, it is Sunday the 15th. I went and got brunch with a different friend this morning, which was nice, but then I was called in to work tonight, which sucks so much. Have to work the night float because I'm Jeopardy, but it's okay. We're just going to, there's nothing I can do about it. I have to go in. So I don't have to get into work until like 6:30, and it is now 4, so I have a couple hours still to kill. And I have some coffee here that I made, just some black coffee, and I thought I would finally start reading this freaking book. I am going to annotate, but I don't think I'm gonna go too wild annotating. Probably just with underlining lines. I can't tell you why I choose to go all out annotating certain books and why some books I don't. It's just the vibe I get. And this one, I don't think I'm gonna need to annotate too much. But yes, I am excited to get back into this world. And yes, I'm also curious what I'm going to think about this book, if I'm gonna like it as much as I did last time. I just thought it was such a fun time last time and very creative. So yeah, let's do it. I'm gonna read for a little bit before I have to get into work. It is now Monday. I did have today off, although as I think I told you all that I had to cover a night shift last night. It was not bad at all though. I got to sleep. The floor hasn't been too busy, so there weren't too many patients, so that was kind of nice. We did have 2 admits, but they came early, so it was nice. So I got home around 7:45 a.m. And then I've just been relaxing. I did take a nap, but I have been reading. I've been reading Ninth House, and I'm 100 pages. I just hit the 100-page mark. This book, there is so much info dumping, which I do kind of remember But I remember not minding it too much because I am a person, I cannot stand info dumping in my books. I cannot stand it. And it is bothering me this time because I just remember like loving Darlington, but he is literally there just to tell us, the readers, and Alex, everything about everything, explaining everything. I'm still liking it. I think it's a really like fun book. The writing can be a little bit cheesy at some points, but also sometimes there are some nice lines. Like I am annotating it, like very basic annotating. I'm not going all out. I'm literally just underlining lines and marking it with colored tabs. All right, hello. It is time for an unboxing segment. Okay, don't really know what are in these packages. I kind of forgot what I ordered. I do know this is obviously my Nightworms subscription, so we will do that in a second. Have a couple things from Amazon. I think this one isn't too exciting, but I figured why not? Let's just unbox it together. So we'll just do this little box first. These are some highlighters that I bought. They're like really pretty ones, these square ones. They are by Mr. Pen. These are for annotating. So the highlighters that I got last time, they worked well at first, but they are already drying out. Even the ones that like I haven't really been using. So that's a little annoying. I mean, they were really cheap, but these were also kind of cheap, but they had better reviews. So yeah, I got these to see if they would work better with my annotating. So if they do work well, I will link it down below. They're very pretty. Next. Yep, okay, so this is kind of boring. This is just some benzoyl peroxide gel. So this is actually because Toby has been having some like skin issues. I didn't know what it was. It was like bleeding and his fur was coming off and it looked horrible. So I took him to the vet a couple days ago and it's just cat acne. So I have to like put these wipes. I have to wipe it twice a day, and then she said I have to put this, which is literally for acne. It's so funny. On his chin once a day. And I think this last thing is also just, yep, this last thing is literally just glitter. All right, so now let's unbox my Nightworms. So this is January, and in case you don't know, first time watching my vlog or something, Nightworms is a monthly horror book subscription service that I am subscribed to. I will link a video down below where I talk about it. This is January. I'm not sponsored or anything. I literally pay for it with my own money and I really enjoy it. We'll do the little extra goodies. So you always get like this little box or this little craft bag with the extras. The theme for January is called Haunted Pass. This is what the back looks like. Okay, this is the little cheat sheet, so I won't look at that. Okay, so we got the, I think we get these like every month. I think we do. Signed plates, book plates. I think we get that every month, it seems like. Ooh, okay. Oh, this is so cute. Okay, so we got a little magnet. You always get like a couple little things. So I got this one that says, the bibliophile, the spirits say buy more books. And then we got a little vinyl sticker that says mood reader. Okay, so we got this brand before, Cookie to Crows. I think this is a tea, and this one's called Winter Brew. This one, I don't want to open it just in case it is loose leaf tea, but it feels like it's not. Let's go into the books. Look, we got a little hardcover. I didn't realize it was a hardcover book. Oh, this is weird. Okay, this is definitely, I remember this now, this is definitely not my kind of vibe of horror books. I'll show you the cover. It's called A Festival. So it looks like it is, it takes place at a music festival. But when strange things start to happen, it seems the massacre may be far from over. Oh, so the festival takes place where a Viking slaughter occurred. When festival goers begin to disappear and musicians find themselves playing mysterious and ancient songs as if possessed, the fans have to figure out what's going on before the festival site's hauntings past comes back for blood. So this is definitely something I would never ever pick up. Oh, there's like illustrations. That's kind of cool. I mean, now that I have it, I'll definitely check it out because, oh, that's really pretty. Can you see that? That's really pretty illustrations. Yeah, this is definitely something I would never pick up, but I have it, so why not check it and read it? But then this, oh, I didn't know it was a hardcover. Oh, I thought it would be, for some reason I thought it was a paperback. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Okay, so this is the book that we got this month. This is a new release, I know. This is called Bad Cree by Jessica Johns. I don't want to read too much, but it says, in this gripping horror-laced debut, oh, it's a debut, a Cree woman's dreams lead her on a perilous journey that forces her to confront the toll of a legacy of violence on her family, her community, and the land they call home. So it says, Mackenzie wakes up with a crow's head in her hands. She panics. Only moments earlier, she had been fending off masses of birds in a snow-covered forest. In bed, she blinks and the head disappears. Oh, so it says, Bad Cree deftly explores the permeable boundaries of dreams, reality, and culture, as well as complex family dynamics and relationships. A compelling novel that is a mystery and a horror story about grief, but one with defiant hope in its beating heart. Oh my gosh, that sounds like exactly the kind of books that I will like. And it seems like the author is a First Nation indigenous author. Incredible. So I am so excited about this one. That is everything that I got. That's my little unboxing. Hello, it is, wow, Thursday. I completely blanked. I'm currently on Y week. I cannot remember the last time I talked to you guys. I had my half day today of clinic. Then I came home and I did some studying. I took a nap. I was gonna go to the movies because like I said, I love to go to the movies on my half days during my Y week on Thursdays, but there's been nothing out that I want to see, which is so frustrating. This has happened a couple times now, where I want to go to the movies, but nothing is out that I want to see. Like Avatar, I don't want to see that movie, and there's really nothing else out. And then Bones and All, this is super random. And then Bones and All, which is Timothée Chalamet's new movie, was out for literally 2 seconds, and now it's not in theaters anymore, which is really frustrating. So there is that. As you saw, I was sitting here reading The Disordered Cosmos. This is the book that I'm listening on audiobook. I'm like to and from work. I finally got to phase 2, and I was just listening to the chapter called The Physics of Melanin, which is really interesting. So this is a nonfiction by this Black astrophysicist, and she's talking about her experience as a Black astrophysicist and I don't know, just various aspects of the interplay between race and science is very interesting. This last chapter I absolutely loved. I was annotating so many things. This last chapter was just incredible. As you can see, I was like listening to it on the bus, and I like stopped. I was like, no, I'm gonna need to like have the book open so I can highlight and annotate things, because there's just so many amazing lines and stuff about this. So yes, I'm really liking this a lot more. Hello, it is a little bit later now. I watched an episode of The Crown. That's the show that I'm currently watching, and the episode that I just watched was so great. I'm on season 1. It's the second to last episode of season 1. I don't know if how many episodes there are, but I know the next one is the last one. But yeah, the show is like really slow, but it's really good. And this actor who played Winston Churchill, I literally just looked him up because I was watching and I was like, he is true, like his performance is incredible, and I was like, I hope he won an Emmy, and he did win an Emmy for his performance. It's just like, honestly, you could watch it just for that performance alone. It's amazing. But yeah, I'm really liking that show. That's the show that I'm watching. And then I have been reading some of Ninth House. I'm almost 200 pages in, so I'm getting through this pretty fast. I'm almost like halfway. So Things are starting to pick up now. Things are getting a little bit more interesting. I do have like lots of tabs though, and I have to say I feel the same way about the characters as I did the first time, in that the chapters where we are actually like with Darlington, yeah, he's like present. I really like those chapters. I really like Darlington. But the chapters where you're just with Alex, I don't know, like they're getting a little bit more interesting, because like the mystery, there's like a murder that happens and she's trying to figure out the like what happened to this girl. And so it's starting to pick up a little bit, but I don't know what it is about her. I just like it's not that I don't like her, I just don't really, I guess I'm kind of indifferent to her. And like I said, she is kind of like one-dimensional, and I feel like Lee Bardugo is trying to make her like super tough and like tough and cool and like doesn't care about anything, you know, like one of those girls. And I just don't believe it. I'm sorry, because it doesn't really make sense that she can see ghosts, or they're called grays in this world, but she's like terrified of them. Like she's so scared of them, which she should be because of what happened to her. Like she's terrified of them, she doesn't want to look at them, she's so scared, right? She literally like she did drugs and like alcohol so that she doesn't have to like see them. She does alcohol. Drink alcohol so she doesn't like, she can avoid them so they're not in her life, right? This girl is so terrified of them, but now she's like all tough and like talks back and like says these like one-liners that are so cheesy. I'm sorry, it's just not believable to me. I just can't. Question, because I don't really remember the relationship that happens between Alex and Darlington, if there even is a relationship. But are we supposed to be shipping them together? Are people out there shipping? I haven't watched like any vlogs of people rereading this or reading Hellbent yet, obviously, because I don't want to get spoiled or anything. But are we supposed to be shipping them? Because I do not at all, like not even a little bit. I do not want them to get together because it doesn't make sense. And I'm also seeing a lot of foreshadowing for what happens at the end, and I'm marking it, so that part is interesting too. Saturday evening, and I've just had a nice relaxing day. Last night I went out with one of my friends. We like went out for dinner and drinks. It was very nice because I haven't seen her in a minute, one of my best friends. That was nice. But today I've just been relaxing. I'm going to sit now and read a bit of Ninth House. I was reading a little bit earlier, but I'm starting to get a headache. Yes, so I think last time I came and was like ranting a little bit about this. Writing is so interesting because sometimes there are some like really nice lines, but then sometimes she will write something like this. Hold on. Okay, so Alex is like, there's a scene where Alex has to meet the dead at the borderland, that's what they call it. And so she is about to like, she basically has to die to do it. I don't think it's a spoiler because I don't think you're gonna get anything that I'm saying. But she says, she's like thinking to herself, she could feel the cold of the floor through her jeans. She realized she was wearing a white t-shirt and it was going to get soaked. You're about to die, she scolded herself. Maybe now isn't the time to worry about giving a ghost a look at your boobs. What? Why? This... Oh Lord. But then at the same time she'll have like a lovely quote like this one when we get a chapter about Darlington and we're learning about his past life. It says Danny, which is what his like grandfather called him. Danny spent most of his time at the museum or in his room with the door locked. Lost in books, he consumed like a flame, eating air, trying to stay alight. See, like that's a beautiful line. But then you have something else that's so completely, I'm just like, I'm on page 233, chapter 14. I would like to get to 300 tonight. Annotating a bit. I basically, let me show you. This is what I have so far. I always make it on a little index card. So I have dark blue for anything that has to do with Darlington. Gray is for anything about Alex. This light blue is anything about the magical system, anything that I think is interesting. Yeah, anything about the magical world that I like. Gold is for foreshadowing, because now I obviously know the ending and what happened. You can see all of the foreshadowing that Lee Bardugo put in, and it's kind of cool to track that. And then the pink is just for any nice quotes, because there are some nice quotes, but then sometimes there are some things and I literally roll my eyes because they're so cheesy. But yeah. All right, let us read. All right, hello, it is Sunday. It is a little bit later in the afternoon. It's like almost 4 o'clock, I think. It is snowing like crazy outside. It has not snowed actually that much in Chicago this winter. We're all kind of like, this is a very weird winter. Let's see, what was I doing today? I was reading, but I was not reading Ninth House. I was actually catching up a little bit on my classic read of Anna Karenina. I'm now past the 350 page mark, right? Yeah, 350 page mark, and I do want to read a little bit more of this today, but I want to hit my goal of reading 100 pages of this today, so I need to start. I did get past 300 pages last night. I'm on chapter 21 now. Oh yes, the very last scene completely took me by surprise. I completely forgot this plot twist. I also filmed, edited, and uploaded a video. It is my classics TBR, all the classics that I want to read this year, so that was good. Yeah, I am currently brewing up some tea, boiling some water, make some tea, then I'm gonna sit and read a bit of Ninth House. So yes, it's been a very nice, relaxing Sunday. Hello, it is Monday and I had the morning off, and then I worked from home. I had my virtual mental health clinic, which went well. It was a good day. I did read, but first let me tell you the other update. I listened to a chapter of this, which was really great. So yes, loving that. And I just now sat and finished Ninth House. I honestly was getting really annoyed and kind of bored with it, not gonna lie. Hello, Dopes. I don't know, it was just starting to turn into like a very like thriller kind of. It was written like a thriller, which I'm not a really big fan of thrillers. I hate it when like a character, she's trying to figure out what's happening, but how they're doing that is just by asking a bunch of hypothetical questions, and yeah, I just can't stand that. So that was happening a little bit, but yeah, the very last ending, like literally the last page, see, there's no spoilers, but you see all my highlighting, literally the last place was so great. I remember it. And also here with the Gentleman Demon, which is what the second book was going to be called. But yeah, I like that little bit of the ending. The other ending where we find out about the murder, like we get everything is solved. I didn't really care for it. I didn't care for it last time either. But yes, I like had fun reading this. It was not as good. I don't know if that's the right thing to say, if it was not as good. I think the reason why I enjoyed it so much more, obviously, the first time is because I really do enjoy the magic system and the world she created, and like all the different societies and the magic that they can do. Like I think it is really cool. So I think the first time I was reading it, I was just like you know, I really enjoyed learning about it, but I basically remember a lot of what happened. So now this time I was just stuck with Alex, and I'm sorry, I just don't really care for her. So yes, I think that's why I didn't like it as much, but this was still good, and I am very excited to pick up the second book now, like even more excited with that last page, especially because we're gonna have more of Darlington, which is my favorite. And if he was not in this book, I would not like it. I know I would not continue the series. So yes, I'm very happy. I think tomorrow, because tomorrow is my last day on Y week, and then Wednesday I start the NICU. Ooh, the NICU is my least favorite place. Oh, that I have to work. I don't like the NICU, which is the neonatal intensive care unit. It's just very different kind of medicine. It's very hard. Ugh. Anyways, I start that on Wednesday, so I think tomorrow, since I finished Ninth House, I'm going to stop by a independent bookstore and buy Hellbent. I'm not going to start it reading. I think I'm going to save it for February, give myself like a little break between this book and Hellbent, and also like read some other books in between. But yeah, I think I will treat myself and go buy Hellbent tomorrow, which would be fun. So that is what I'm going to look forward to tomorrow. And hello, it is Tuesday, the end of my Y week, and tomorrow starts NICU. I'm very stressed. I just got sign out on all of my patients, which means like the resident who's currently on, I get their patients, I get the patients, and so I had to, you know, get all the information about them, and I'm stressed. It's fine though. But anyways, I had to stop by Target to get some groceries. It won't focus on me. I had to stop by Target to get a couple of things, and I know I said I was gonna stop at an independent bookstore, but you know, I had to use my time wisely. So I was in Target, and you know, they had Hellbent there, 30% off. I took that sticker off. I still have to take this sticker off. So I just got it. I just bought it. I was too excited. I love this cover. I'm very excited. I think I said already, I'm not gonna read this until next month. The inside flap is so pretty with the rabbit. I'm wondering what the rabbit means, because I don't think there was like any rabbit symbolism in Ninth House. They are so beautiful. Look at, they are so beautiful together. I was debating if I wanted the Barnes & Noble red one, but I just think this black and white, or I guess gray, looks so good. That is the end of this vlog. I hope you all enjoyed it. I had a good time rereading Ninth House, even if I don't love Alex. I'm so excited to hop into Hellbent. I will be vlogging my time reading Hellbent, so look out for that. But yes, I hope you all enjoyed this vlog. Let me know what you think down below. Let me know if you are reading Ninth House or Hellbent or anything like that. Yes, I will catch you all in my next one. Bye.